for any purpose, for be it, individual purpose or an organizational purpose to achieve it, talent is extremely important component. Right? Now, I know if from your reading about you as well as going through your videos and now obviously your LinkedIn posts and other things, you have helped a lot of big companies, including Google and Citicorp, in being able to manage their leadership talents and other things. What is your strategy in building a talent? Would you support and advise building a talent or buying a talent?
See, it's a very different type of question. The question is interesting, but depending on the scenario, sometimes you have to buy the talent, sometimes you have to build the talent. But for an organization to succeed, you have to have a constant building talent and relearning process. Sometimes it has to be unlearning and relearning. And this challenge I had in Citicorp also, because many people will not come for the class, because my program was having a technical portion of it, learning the actual skills, and there's a functional aspect to it, and also a personal aspect to it. I used to teach self-hypnosis, auto-hypnosis, all kind of change management, those kind of thoughts we used to do, spiritual kind of connection, so that people are becoming successful everywhere in the world. This was the goal. Now, the whole process is when I come to the US and do this kind of scenarios. So supposing, like I had a situation in my own company where I was running my firm. And then the whole process is, I believe that people will stay with you if you empower them, teach them, and coach them. Now, can you start a company and say that, look, I'm going to start this product, I'm going to develop this product, and I'm going to have 20 freshers from all these colleges, they have a bright mind, and I'm going to train them to make this product. They will become good coders and programmers, but they cannot become leaders. So you need to have a blend of both. So maybe for key strategic positions, supposing you need to have a marketing person or you need to have a financial person, don't take a fresher CA and train him because you have no idea about the domain. So some key positions you have to buy the talent. Some positions, as you evolve, maybe you are going for seed funding, you're going for angel funding, you're going for Series A, B, C, D. So when you're in C, you cannot be thinking, I'm going to be D, I'm pre-IPO, and I can't be thinking I'm going to build talent. No, that time you have to buy talent. But in the beginning, you can say 30% of your workforce, you can start training them, because out of that training program you have, 100 people you train, maybe 2 will be gems, 5 will be gems. They can be with you forever because they're going to be grateful to you that you have given them an opportunity. So that's also important. You don't build this talent because you think, oh, it will not be costly if I take 100 freshers instead of taking 10 generals. No, then your company will fail. So you need to know the mix and match. That is why, coaches like Venkatesan help you, because they tell you strategies. Okay, do when to buy, when to build, when to buy, when to build. And then if you're building, how are you going to build? So I'm entering one organization here in the US that they are zero billing in US, big company in India. They're coming to the US market. Their mandate is in 3 years, they want to meet 10 million revenues. That's what they're talking about. And they want 65% gross margin. This is what their mandate is. So they given me, I told them, I'll train your people. Don't hire people in the market. I told them, I'll train your people. So I had a boot camp. I had a 3-week boot camp, virtual boot camp, and 22 people were in the class. And now from there, we have picked up 7 or 8 gems. They are going to become future leaders of the company. But this can happen if the organization is willing to wait for the results. But if you're in a situation where you need immediate result, you cannot be building talent. It is very, very difficult at that time. But the learning should never stop, because the constant relearning, unlearning, relearning. Yesterday, there was no AI. Today, AI is there. Today, cloud is there. Today, so many things are happening. Robotic automation. Right. And people will change. Now, how do I change? I mean, I have mentoring one company, and they are in 3 product lines, and they have one product. They want to build an RPO. I said, yeah, don't do the RPO like everybody else, because then there's only a P&L. Build something different. Build people and convert into robotic process automation. He said, no, Pat, I will be losing 100 people. I'll hire, I'll lay them off. I said, no, you don't have to lay them off. You will be using different things. Train them to become somebody, and then replace it with RPA. Then your profit margin increases. Then customers also is going to get benefited with that. So the thought process, I made his thinking process completely different. So when his thought process changed, he's got onto it and he says, yes, this is the way I want to go. This is the procedure I'm going to do. So buying and building talent, both are good, but you build depending on where you have the time and how to build. But when you have the ready-made thing, you have to go you have to buy the talent because you have no choices about it. Because if you're going to go exit IPO, you're in the final IPO stage, you have to have IPO attorneys. You cannot be getting somebody and train them at that time.
Right.
So situational leadership is very important because you can't say from I have a thought leadership, I always believe in building and delivering. That thought leadership will not work in situational leadership. We have to be flexible. We have to change. That is why I always say change is opportunity, not a threat. Opportunity for everybody, not just for myself, for everybody.
Absolutely.
I hope that answers the question.
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, you gave a very strategic or a clear analogy to it while you were explaining about it. Marvelous, fantastic.